And people of America, I'm sure you guys know what is going on with this current case that I'm actually about to talk about. This young boy lost his life to a shop owner, a kiosk shop owner, a Chinese man. And I'm sure a lot of people already understand the case, that this man was found not guilty. And the thing that surprised me a lot is that how the case was being handled. And also one thing that also surprised me a lot, the defendant, the person defending this man was a black man. I'm sure as before you can actually take any case, they have to present the case to you, and you can choose to defend it or not. And the man was pretty good. The black man was pretty good in defending this Chinese man. But there's also one thing I've always said is that, it's your own people that is, doing you the most, the people you know. I'm not saying that he's not there to do his job. He's there to do his job, and he did it very well. But it's also something that when you see injustice, sometimes you can actually just stand for justice. And the way you can do it is by not taking the case in the first place. But other than saying that, I don't understand how this person is not found guilty. Yes, this child have a gun. It is not unlawful for someone not to hold a gun. I don't think it is in America. Maybe it is. I'm not sure. And secondly, this person, you said, stole the water. I'm sure a lot of people have seen the video. He didn't steal any water because he actually shook his jacket to show the shop owner, which is the wife who initially was profiling him. When he got into the shop, he told him to drop the bag that he was wearing, and he dropped the bag. He went to pick up waters. He later dropped the waters, if you could see from the CCTV camera. And eventually, I don't know, his wife instigates his husband to chase after the young boy, which the boy ran out of fear and was shot in the back. According to the own statement, is that this Chinese man said that the young boy was threatening them with a gun. I don't understand how someone can be threatening you with a gun. If someone is facing you like this, that's threat. And then you shot him at the back. I don't understand how that logic works. So which means the person must be running away from you before you can be shot in the back. So which is really so sad how the justice system in America work. But I guess when you have a good defendant, it doesn't matter what happened. The truth is not truth. The law, as long as you have a good defendant, you can actually override any kind of crime you commit in America, especially when it's against black person. Which I don't like to bring a race card to this, but because, well, it's a fellow black man that is actually representing the Chinese man. So, which is really, really difficult. Even the jury in the case were mostly black. And if they didn't find the man guilty, I guess, who am I to say? But this is just a sad reality. But the one thing is that the community is the one to do your job. You see something injustice going on like this. I don't know why people are going to shop still in that man's shop. I'm not telling you to do anything, but you can do a protest around that shop. Because with what my understanding is, this is not the first time the man has actually pulled such a thing. But this is the first time he have actually killed someone. He have actually shot at people before, a couple of times, actually, as it's recorded. So that's to tell me that this man is actually prone to using a violent situation in a minor case. Firstly, let's understand this boy didn't steal anything. Secondly, you chase this boy, a young boy, teen, 1,000 miles away, like, is it 100 kilometers, they said, or something like that. And the boy fell off. Out of fear, he dropped his shoes. Out of fear, he dropped his phone. That is a boy that is scared. I don't know what was said in the video, why he was running, because CCTV camera doesn't capture videos. But he must be scared to be running and losing his phone, losing his bags. So I don't really understand how the justice system works in America. But people that are actually going to support this man's business, still, it's just shame on you. Because I don't understand how your system works. If you have a community, you can protest around. I'm not saying people should do that, but you should do what is right. And the right thing is to let justice stand. You can't continue to say that you're being oppressed. Black life matters a lot, and you see things like this goes on without really coming together and stand for the truth. It's a sad reality that we live in. Black are more than white people or Asian people or whatever people in this world. I don't see how the few can oppress the many. Then, which means that there is instability among the many. That's why that is happening. I'm not telling anyone to gang up for anything, but let justice reign. At the end of the day, that's all we are fighting for. You have to fight for peace and for truth. Because if we don't have that, then we don't have humanity. If we don't have truth, we don't have peace, we have no humanity. We are all savages. So it's a sad thing. Hopefully, this man gets the justice that will be coming for him, because this is really sad. May God help American, and may God help your justice system. America used to be the land of mink and honey. Right now, I could say it's a land of violence. And I'm not saying that the boy have every right to have a gun, but I know if a white man or a white boy have that gun in his hand, the justice system is going to ignore that fact. So, may God guide us. May God guide American especially. Peace to all.